Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Today we're making burrata with a tomato salad. It's warmer outside. I'm getting a bit fatter, so I need to kind of watch it a bit. And what better to eat than tomato salad? Burrata is not really lean, but it's more tomatoes than burrata, let's put it that way. But before we start, as always, please click the subscribe button, check the little bell icon to get updates when the new content comes online. But let's have a look at the ingredients. We have our beautiful burrata. We have a couple of different kinds of tomatoes. You don't have to do that, but I think it looks nice on the plate with the different colors, and you also get the different textures. Some are a bit more kind of firm, some are a bit softer, some are a bit floury in the meat. We've got some basil. We have something that I haven't used a lot. It's called Saba. It's similar to balsamic vinegar. It's basically grape juice that have been reduced really much so that it's kind of sweet and syrupy. A great produce. You don't need a lot of it, but it's very sweet. And some olive oil and some salt. And that's it. But yeah, it's not really cooking, let's get preparing. First we have to prepare the tomatoes. I mean, there's not much to preparing tomatoes. What I like to do is to just either take this off like that, but I'm also not a fan of that, so I like to just insert the knife and kind of cut around it and take that part out. And then sometimes this side, for these small ones I don't do anything. That one is okay as well, but if you look at that one, I like to take that part out as well. It's not so nice to eat. And then you just basically, I'll take that a bit sharper. You just cut it up in the sizes you want. For me, that's perfect. And then we put them in a bowl. You do that with all your tomatoes. I mean, you can be as creative as you want with cutting them in different shapes and sizes, or leaving them whole if you have really small cherry tomatoes. Anything goes, basically. It's your taste that counts. I love these green tomatoes. They're very acidic, and it's gives the tomato salad a nice taste. Look at that beautiful kind of purple color on the outside. And here on the back, we'll just kind of cut around this hard piece. You can eat it, that's not an issue, but it's not so nice in the mouth. Look at that. This is also a really beautiful color, kind of watermelon pink. So that's the last one. You can see the bowl is almost full. And that's all you have to do. You have a full bowl of nice fresh tomatoes. You have your burrata. You have your two liquids, the oil and the Saba. You have your salt. And you have your basil. So I don't want to make a dressing on the tomatoes. You know, they're supposed to taste like tomatoes. They're not supposed to be vinegary or anything like that. They're so nice in themselves. So we'll just plate up a bit, and then we'll drizzle a bit of olive oil on top, as well as a bit of Saba, some salt, and that's it. So let's select some nice colors. Take some of the different ones that we cut. That's enough. You can put some more, but for me that's enough. You take the burrata. This top here is never really nice, so just kind of pinch that off. And then you break your burrata up a bit. And you just place it on the side like that. Put a little bit more tomatoes on there, because otherwise it's going to look a bit empty on the plate. And that would just be burrata. So, like that. Basil we'll put last. I'll drizzle a bit of olive oil. And a little bit of the Saba. That's all you need. Put some of the basil on. And last but not least, a couple of pinches of salt. And there we have it. That's our tomatoes with burrata. Let's try it. It's a perfect kind of spring summer dish. It's not summer yet, but... And I forgot to say something. Take the burrata out before you make this. It needs to be room temperature to kind of release all its nice flavors. And that's a nice thing if you mix up the tomatoes like this. Each bite has kind of a different flavor to it. You have some more kind of sour tomatoes, some sweeter ones. And the combination with burrata is just, that's a match made in heaven. And if you think burrata is too rich, too creamy, you can take bufala mozzarella. The different textures of the tomatoes, it's great. Oh, I don't only cook meat. I sometimes cook vegetable stuff like this as well, a bit lighter. But with the burrata, maybe I cannot use the word light, but you can also leave the burrata out and just have a beautiful mix of these different tomatoes. But that's it for today. Now I'm gonna make some plates for my family, and we're gonna sit down and have dinner. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button below. And if you haven't done so yet, please click the subscribe button. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for this time. Take care. Bye-bye.